Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal Vandweller back with more classic Tetris Monthly Masters for August 2025. And yeah, we got to get moving. It's August 30th. There's one day left in the month, so we got to get this all wrapped up. And today we are going to make a lot of progress in doing just that. We are going to actually determine what over the course of the next 24 hours. We're going to determine, let's see, 1, 2, 3. We're going to determine like 3 of our semifinalists. Let's take a look at where we are at right now. Or actually maybe 4. Actually, 4 of our semifinalists. Right now, we have no semifinalists determined. Okay, none of it. But in under 24 hours. We're going to have it all filled out. So let us walk you through what we are going to do. So right now, we have still got a round of 16 match to do. And we're going to do that right now. It's going to be Elias versus username Gold. Now, some of you might be like, oh, what happened to Giovanni? Unfortunately, Giovanni had to withdraw due to equipment issues that were essentially unresolvable. Great pains were taken, huge effort, but unfortunately just couldn't get it together, and he did withdraw. So Giovanni is out. Username Gold will advance to the round of 16. So here we are at the round of 16. This is the full palette. It's going to be Elias versus username Gold. Then that will be a top 8 finisher, and Nenu is already there. So Nenu has already defeated Torja to make it to the top 8. So we're going to go right into an immediate top 8. The winner of Elias versus Gold takes on Nenu, and that will determine a semi-finalist. Now, a little bit later today, basically right now, it's 1 o'clock in Texas. At 3:30, we're going to do this orange match, which is AV Geek versus Peak. That's going to be fun because it rhymes. AV Geek versus Peak in the orange bracket. That's going to start 2.5 hours from now. Then after that match, right, it's might run together and might be a little bit of a gap. We'll just stay online and I'll do PB attempts or something. We're going to do the red and pink top 8. That's basically what's in red here. Dog versus Pixel Andy. So by... let's see, what is it? Within 4.5 hours, we will have determined 3 of our semifinalists. When is the next one? Well, it's going to be Chroma versus Leo, and that is going to happen tomorrow morning here in the U.S. at 6 a.m. my time. So I'm getting up early. Leo versus Chroma. Whenever you've got, Asia versus Europe, the American's going to wake up early. And you know what? Turnabout is fair play. That's fine. I'll wake up. That's why you guys are supporting the channel, right? So I can get up at all hours of the day. So yeah, that is when their top 8 is going to determine. And so tomorrow morning, we will have the entire semifinals filled out. Fingers crossed, because who knows, it is online competitive NES Tetris. So, but assuming there are no technical issues, that'll all be filled out, okay? But right now, it is going to be Elias versus Gold, and then the winner versus Nenu for the green semi-finalist. All right, got it? Oh, by the way, I should also let you know about something that's happening tonight. Yeah, where's my schedule here? Do I have my schedule? Hold on, I'll show you. I will show you, actually. Let me just reset my schedule slide here. Here, you can watch me jank it around just so you get a sense of how janky this operation is. Ready? All right. There it is. That is the schedule. Yeah, big doings tonight, 8 p.m. U.S. Central Time. Don't miss it. It's 1 a.m. UTC. You're probably going to miss it if you care about UTC. But it's going to be JDMFX versus Dog, Alex T versus Coster, winner versus winner in the finale of Tap Masters. So we got a ton of Tetris today, And if by today you also mean early tomorrow morning, it's a ton of Tetris. So don't miss the Tap Masters finale tonight, 8 p.m. So yeah, can't wait for that. All right, let's get into it. Elias Gold Nenu. That is not the right rules. Slide vandweller. Here it is. Yeah, what is this tournament? Well, it is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play an emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. They could use any controller so long as there's no big buttons used or turbo functions, whether electronical, mechanical, or even biological. No biological turbo here in Das Masters. These matches will be best of 5, so the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts all the way through. Same pieces re-rolled in between each game of the match, and players make sure your hertz and input displays are turned on so we can tell if you're cheating. Oh, the cheaters. Also, players do not make sure you're not receiving any in-game advice. Nobody in your earphones or in your room or anywhere else telling you how you should play or about your opponent's board state or anything like that. And do not pause unless the commentator tells you to, particularly when you experience tech issues. If you have an issue with OBS or your internet or your computer, just keep playing. Assume the game that you are playing will count until you hear otherwise from me. Do not pause and say, oh, this isn't going to count, right? So what should I do? Just keep playing until you hear from me. I'll put it in the chat if I don't think you're listening to commentary, which is, okay. And remember, above all, players, make sure you heed the spirit of DAS. This is a DAS tournament, not a slow tapping all the way through tournament, not a, well, I can hyper tap once in a while, right? Tournament, no. The press and hold play style, that is what this tournament is. Quick tap at the end is fine. That's the spirit of DAS. And, tapping in the middle of the board, 2 and 3 taps in the middle, pretty much unrestricted. But, DAS, right? Okay? You know how DAS works? Everybody knows. Adam Mountains knows. But you should know. All right, the winner gets absolutely something. And that is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $1,100. We have exceeded our top 8 incentives, so that means we will be paying the top 8 finishers, meaning, pretty much, I guess one of the people that you're watching, or 2 of the people that you watch today will get into the prize pool. One of them won't. That's sad. But 2 of them will, so that's happy. We are not done. Our prize pools are 100% funded by you, the fans. They get as big as you want them to. If you want to see more DAS Masters, one way to vote for that is to pump up the prize pool and entice these players to keep coming back and say, oh, I could enter this tournament because I could win some money if I win a couple of matches, and it makes it worth it, right? It also helps to fund players traveling, right? So when they win, what do? Oh, I could use this money to travel to a regional, right? So it's all part of this Tetris economy that, you, the viewers, have a hand in. And so thank you to everybody who has contributed to the prize pool and all of our prize pool today, this week, this month, and forever. Couldn't do it without you, so thank you. Use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up the links. Click on the one that says DM or DAS. That'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner. Matcherino, top right-hand corner is where you log in. You can log in with your existing YouTube or Twitch account. It's so easy. Right-hand corner, orange button says contribute. Click on that to contribute. Okay? If you're watching after the fact, you can go to go.ctm.gg/DAS prize. That's how to support the players. To support the channel, which is something you should do, you can go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris, just like these people have done. Thank you for supporting the channel. Scott, Great Jane, The Window, K9, Tacky, Corporal Shelby, Troy, Dan, Kim, and Rogue Potato, Cat, Mila, Jason, a couple other people I got to add. But thank you for all supporting the channel. If you want to make an ongoing pledge of support to keep this channel going, go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris. On YouTube, you've also got some ways to support us, like super chats and super comments and super stickers and super thanks and super hoo-ha McGillicuddies. I don't know what they are, but they got a lot of different ones. You can also become a channel member. You can gift a channel membership. Over on Twitch, you've got bits, you've got subs, you've got gift subs, you've got Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime, gaming subs. So do all those. You should literally do all of the things, like one of each, like a checklist. I'm going to go down and I'm doing them all right? That's what you should do if you want to support the channel. And yeah, that's what allows me to wake up at 6 a.m. on a Sunday and, you know, pick up the odd match or to do some crazy, you know, European, Asian crossover time any day of the week, 24/7 pretty much, unless they're cutting mold out of my house. Okay, that's it. That's enough. Let's go over here and look at these players. Oh my God, gold disappeared. Elias is here. I'm going to go ahead and drop the pieces in the chat, my players. And yeah, we're gonna get all this ready. We're feeling good. We're gonna play so much DAS today, and then we're gonna do Tap Masters. All right, did the pieces fall? Did they land in the chat? They did. Oh no, this FF77E7. That is gonna be cursed for sure. No question. That is gonna be a cursed seed. I can already tell players, so be prepared. All right, we'll move gold around, move you over. All right, you got to keep up with gold leaning, you know, because you think, oh, he's in frame, right? He's there, and then he leans back, and then he's out of frame. Always wanted to play gold. I'm not sure if I have before. Oh my God, if only we had the means to answer questions like that. Elias. Gold. According to Match Database, no, but I only have ELO matches up, and I cannot change it to anything else. So I don't think I have the... Oh, wait, well, maybe I do. I don't think you've played gold before. I don't see gold anywhere on here. Okay. Well, looks like both players are ready, so let's go ahead and check their seeds. They are both on the same seed. They have both signaled ready. That means they are ready to start. I'm sure they are both on Hertz and input display, because why wouldn't they be? That would be insane. All right, let's take a moment to regard them, and now we will begin. Here we go. Elias versus gold in CTM DAS Masters green in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Keeping up with gold, shifting around, leaning around. He's got a chair that rolls around the floor. It's a real trick to keep up with the movements of gold. And gold is not on the Hertz input display. We're gonna go ahead and top out, players. Top out. Gold, you are not on, and because I noticed it early, we are gonna top out and start the game. So restart the game. Top out, gold. You have failed us. I say it before every single match. Make sure your Hertz and input displays are turned on. And yet they're like, oh wait, I have to do that? Oh my God, what? Yeah, I know. I know. So, yeah, sorry about that, guys. Now I got to do the whole thing over again. See, you gotta, you know, just put it all on. It's easy. It's easy. All right, we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and decrement the seed. So it's going to be EE77E7. All right, that's what it's going to be. EE77E7. Yeah. Well, that's what you get punished. You get punished. Even more curse seed when you don't put your Hertz and input displays on. All right, well, now I got to do the whole intro again, which is fine because I muffed it. So, all right, they're both on seed. They are both, I'm sure, they are both on Hertz and input display. So let us get them started. Green bracket top 16, Elias versus gold. The winner goes to the top 8 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh my God, look at that. We have two functioning players playing two functioning consoles, all configured and set up the right way. Listen, I don't blame our players for not getting every single detail right, because there's a million things and rules, and oh my God, I got to be on scene, and I got to have hertz and input display, and I got to be on stencil, and I got to have a camera. So it's fine. All right, on the left side of your screen, it is Elias. Elias qualified into this tournament in seed number 2. And in virtue of his top 8 seeding, Elias playing his first match of this entire tournament. It's August 30th, and it's the August tournament. So Elias, of course, it's a good time to play your first match. All of our top 8 qualifiers get a 2-round bye. So they get to skip rounds 1 and rounds 2, go right to round 3, the round of 16. And that is why it is important to qualify high if you can. So Elias, yeah, that number 2 seed from Ecuador, qualified in with a 1.147. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifier. Elias has a DAS PB of 1.31 million. That is a top 10 score. I think there's basically 10 or fewer players who have a 1.3 with DAS, and he is one of them. He was ranked number 12 in the most recent Premier poll. That was July poll, done quarterly for the DAS play style. And you can find the full rankings of DAS players and players in open tournaments over at premierpoll.com. Premier with an E at the end. Elias playing in his 8th DAS Masters. He's made it as high as the top 8. Did that in May most recently. So if he can win this match, he will have equaled his best performance in a DAS Masters. 1.31. Then why does it say 1.30? Because somebody did something wrong. Imagine being wrong on the internet, Mark. Why does it say this when you said that? Oh my God. Imagine being wrong on the internet. But anyway, yes, this is Elias's 8th time in DAS Masters. Top 8 last time was in May. So if he can get through this round, that will be his best DAS Masters to date. Elias made his Mega Masters debut this year, as well as his Masters event debut last month. By last month, I mean June, the last time that we did a monthly Masters. So to make it into the monthly Masters event with DAS is pretty crazy. And his match was very, very exciting. If you can find it on the channel, I definitely recommend that you go watch it. Elias also played in the DAS Champions League Season 1. And is now here trying to get to the top 8 in DAS Masters again. Go on a run. Tetris for Elias 309, 345 for Gold, aka Username Gold. So if you've seen Username Gold, well, that is this person. And Gold qualified into seed number 18 with a 989,000 average in his qualifier. Gold from North Macedonia. He's got a DAS PB of 1.23 million. That is a top 40 score. This is Gold's 3rd appearance in DAS Masters. It's his first time into the round of 16. Now he won his first round match. That was against Bendy, who is a top-ranked DAS player. And then he was meant to have played Giovanni, of course, a former winner of this event and the winner of the CTWC DAS Championship in Germany. But unfortunately, Giovanni could not continue on in the event, so he had to withdraw. So Gold got a berth into the round 16. This is his first time into the round 16, but I'm sure he wants to solidify his deepest run in this tournament with a win. in this match. You've seen Gold at CTWC's DAS Championship in Germany in 2023 and 2025. And who can forget where they were when Gold won the 6-4 Invitational in 2022? I'll never forget. 486 for Elias, gets a Tetris 510 on 19. Gold with a 560 into 19. Yes, Ecuador versus North Macedonia. Huge rivalry between these two nations, as you all know. 571 for Gold, 562 for Elias. Elias trying to get set up here. Slots the long bar into column 9, gets Tetris ready, gets a Tetris, 589. Elias ahead by 10 lines. Now, of course, this is a DAS tournament, the press and hold play style. We start on level 18. That turns into level 19 at 130 lines. The speed increases and the value of line clear starts going up. And Gold here kind of in survival mode. And then the next significant level increase happens at 230 lines, level 29. That's the next speed increase. And it is, in effect, a kill screen for the DAS playstyle. 615 for Gold. So all the scoring that the players have got to do have got to fit basically within 230 lines. Unless you're Pixelandy, and then you can play a couple levels deep. 689 for Elias, who's got a dangerously high board with DAS. That left side becomes very, very difficult to manage that high. And he's kind of chopping it down. And very smart management of the left side here for Elias. 700,000. Okay, Gold kind of bringing this down. 663 for him. 709 for Elias. All right, Elias 717. Gold back by 47,000 points. He's also back by 8 lines. He's got a little more runway. You know, if they both kind of both get to 29 and Elias gets there first, Gold will still be playing for about a level. Elias is set up for a dirty Tetris and gets it in column 9, 2 rows up. He's got a gap in the stack that is covered by now 6 lines. So what's he going to try to do here? Gold's left side could desperately use an L piece. He gets it. He's not out of the woods yet. This is so tough. Hey, the quick taps on display here for Gold. Long bar over Tetris. Gold, 725. Elias going to try to set up for a dirty. He is set up for it. He needs a bar. If he gets it, he could get it over. And no, that is going to be a top out at 833 for Elias. Gold needs to get to 833. A Tetris here wouldn't quite do it. So yeah, he burns a double. I think he knows. So now he has got to set up for a Tetris. If he had just gotten the Tetris into 29, it would not have been enough. He's got 1 burn he can take. He's actually set up for it. And if he can get the bar, oh no, and he's trying to keep it open. Where's the bar? And there's no bar, does not come, and Gold is not going to be able to chase this down. Gold knew exactly what he needed to do. He took a double because Tetris into 29 are going to be worth 36,000. He would have been like 1,000 points short. So he took the double and then knew that he had to set up for the Tetris. So he didn't get it. Yes, after the double, he needed to get the double and then get the Tetris. But if he was open for the Tetris with 226 lines and he took the Tetris, that would not have been enough unless he could have gotten the double afterward. Or it didn't even have to be a double, I don't think. I think a single would have been fine, but my word. So what an exciting game one. Elias is going to hang on and take it. Whew. All right, players, I'm going to go ahead and give you some new pieces. All numbers this time, 729456. Heesh. All right, looks like we have a raid from Kingsman. Wow, 9 viewers from Kingsman. Thank you so much, King. Really appreciate that. Martz with the 100 bits. Now that I actually do appreciate. I don't know if I appreciate Kingsman's raid with 9 viewers because it's probably just him and him and Martz and then 7 bots. But that's okay. I'll take it. You know what? I'll take it. But thank you, Martz. Really appreciate that. Okay, 729-456. Both players are on seed. Game number 2. Elias up 1-0. Let's get game number 2 underway. Now, as far as I can tell, these players have not met up. I'm gonna verify that. Let's see. Have they met? Username Gold, Elias. No, these players have never played one against one another. Now, this is not 100% surprising. Gold has a very limited competitive history up until this year. I think heading into his first Das Masters, he had under 30 competitive matches, despite being in the Tetris community for a long time. Yeah, he's got 8-9 matches, something like that in 2025. Yeah, he was under 30 matches despite having matches going all the way back to 2020. So no surprise that these two haven't played against each other. Now maybe, in some weird venue like Kingsman's Tetris Hoo-Ha's or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Not everything necessarily gets into that match database, I find, but nearly everything does. All right, Elias with kind of an early dig up here. There is the triple, and he is going to start to bring that down. That's right, Kingsman's Tetris Hoo-Ha's. So what did I hear? Something about unfriendlies is ending? What is this, Kingsman? Tell me all about this. I feel like I caught something happened where unfriendlies is going away forever. Is that what I heard, or is that total misinformation? Is that fake news? 142 for Elias, 96,000 for Gold. $119 Gold. Tetris for Elias, 166. Unfriendlies is coming to an end. Jeff wants to go out with a bang. You missed an opportunity to say he wants to go out with a boom, right? That's what they do over CTWC and Boom Tetris for Jeff. He wants to go out with a boom. I gotta admit, I don't even like saying the word boom. Like, it just doesn't feel right in my mouth. Like, boom. 211 for Elias, 191 for Gold. He'll be drunk, so he'll say bang. Got it. All right. That's up to him. Tetris for Elias, 236 through 69 lines. 214 for Gold through 65. So basically tied right now. I mean, I gotta be honest, King, I didn't even know Tetris Unfriendlies was still going on. Like, I didn't even know that was... The last time I heard of that even happening was like 2023. I don't know when the last time I saw Unfriendlies was. All right, Gold in a little bit of a situation, able to chop this down with a couple of S's on that left side. But now he's got to get to work on both sides of the board. Okay. He's getting there. No great place for a square. Oh, that left side for Gold is a problem. So can he do anything on that left side? Yeah, an L will get over there. He's got to bring this down. Another L to the left would be great. And no, that is going to be a top out for gold. Elias is good in game number 2. And takes game number 2 for his second game. Wow. All right, gold complaining about the drought in chat. That's it. Somehow Elias is still stacking their gold though. I like it. My favorite is like when one player complains about the drought, but the other player is like, yeah, I'm playing fine. I like that. That's me. I'm always the one complaining about the drought while my opponent is like, yeah, maybe, but I'm still fine. Good stack. 14 E5 30, 14 E5 30. Those are the pieces. Burbia says reverse sweep incoming. We'll see. One four E5 30. So both players are on seed. Both players have signaled ready. So it's time for game number 3. Elias versus Gold. Gold has to win this one to stay in. 666 Tim rooting on Gold. Dewey saying Gold lock in. The storied rivalry between Ecuador and North Macedonia. Adding another chapter here in this match. Bitter rivals. All right, Tetris for gold 50, 2,000, 71,000 for Elias. Now, the winner of this match does take on Zafanya Nenu in the round of 8. All right, Tetris for both of them. 122 for Elias, 83,000 for gold. And I guess the, now that we've made our incentive for Matcherino, the winner of this match gets into the money. So that is good. Thanks to everybody who's contributed to the prize pool so far. If you want to continue to build a prize pool for DAS Masters and encourage players to come back, use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. Tetris for gold, 183. 240 for Elias. There's a Tetris Gold 206. By the way, the Vandweller mold update is that they've done some stuff and they have more stuff to do on Tuesday. So hopefully there's nothing scheduled for Tuesday because they're going to be, I guess, soaking the vents of the air conditioning unit and the whole system with some noxious chemicals. And I'm not supposed to be here, so hopefully nothing gets scheduled. So Zempro and Crinkle, if you can hear me, don't schedule anything. Yeah, this is the craziest mold saga. I'm just surprised that my apartment complex is actually doing something about it. Like, I don't know. I just feel like my experience with apartment complexes is very hands-off. They do like the minimum, but you know, they brought in a professional company. $321 for gold, $381 for Elias. All right, Tetris for gold, 366. One line apart. Elias ahead by 38,000. It's a little more than a Tetris and a half. Now, by the way, I didn't cause the mold, just in case you guys think like, oh, Vandy's causing mold. I didn't cause any of the mold. Okay. Man, Vandy's so moldy. $435 for gold. Elias, $475. 40,000 point lead. 2 lines apart. Oh, gold with kind of pulling back here to make an adjustment for an S piece and was lost DAS, couldn't regain it. And then that led to a whole pile on the left side of the board. He's going to kind of expose that void in his stack on the left. And now he's going to get to work. But you can see what he was trying to do there, trying to get an adjust. And yeah, couldn't regain DAS. All right, so he's built up on the left side, or he's built up on the right for a left well Tetris. And getting droughted here means he's going to continue to pile onto the right. See if he's going to go. Yeah, he's going to try to go for one more. Try to get an efficient transfer. Oh, there was a way he could have gotten an efficient transfer, but didn't quite do it. But that's okay. He's into 19. He's safe. He's still stacking. He's at 540. 620 for Elias. Both on 19 now. All right, gold's going to have to chop this down. Tetris for gold, 573, 650 for Elias. All right, little skim there, a couple of them. Gold still got some burns. Oh, pull back of the square and the S-spin. So there you go, a little kind of a delicate sequence there for gold, but he gets through it. One wrong move, my word. And that's the whole thing about this playstyle is one wrong move. And oh my God, did I just curse it? Oh no, that left side for gold is a problem. He needs to get something to the right and then find a way to chop this down. Oh, this is going to be tough. I'm not sure what gold is going to be able to do, and the answer is nothing. Gold is gonna top out at 646, and Elias is good and will take game 3 and sweep through gold. The gold, you played great, and it's I just enjoy seeing how relaxed you are in your chair, and you got a nice clean room, and I love your floors, by the way. Your floors are awesome hardwood floors. I'm a big fan. So I hope to see you again in future matches and tournaments and in life, really. So we'll watch Elias mulling it out. I'll go ahead and report this. To the centralized Tetris reporting agency. There's always next month, right? I mean, it's really the ethos of CTM is there's always next month, right? I mean, imagine back in the old days, there was like one tournament you could play, and if you didn't win or had a bad day, you had to like wait like another year. And now, like, you just go, like, there's probably something tomorrow you could play. So all right, Elias with the max out. Oh, and he gets the dirty. What the heck? And okay, max out for Elias, and he's going to take the match 3-0. All right, I'm going to bring in Nenu. We'll run an ad if you need to take a quick break here, Elias. That is fine. No problem. Yeah, a lot of great quick taps there from Gold survival-wise. You hate to have to use all those quick taps to survive all of it. You'd just like a nice, clean game where you don't have to do it, and it just kind of seemed like Gold's games just were a real grind, but still, great skill on display from Gold. All right, Gold, you are out. Goodbye. Have a great day. Nenu is in. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and reset all this. We'll swap it to round of 8, get it scored. Oh, there is a challenge. So, Ndog says, I'm going to issue another challenge. Reach 1,200 in the next hour, and I will add another 100. So that's it, guys. If we get another $100, it's going to be matched dollar for dollar by Ndog into that prize pool. Use the Matcherino command. I'm going to pop it into chat over here on Twitch. We're going to put it over on YouTube. And it could be tough, though, Ndog, because, you know, we had a $1,200 incentive for Das Masters, and we didn't. It was kind of like, are we even going to reach it? And we only barely reached it in the last, couple of months. So I lowered the incentive down to 1,000. So we'll see if we can get there. Everyone, don't let us lose this extra money. This is $100 extra that we could get into the prize pool. If you guys can, together muster another 100. Luke says, I'm broke, Skull, but I would donate if I could. Well, thank you for that, Luke. Someday, you'll be a big financial success, and you'll come back and you'll go, hey, I've been watching this for years and never had a chance to contribute, but now I can. Now that I'm living a comfortable life, here it is, guys. That is what will happen. I feel confident. Russell C. heeding the call contributes $15 to the prize pool. Thank you so much, Russell. Says, let's go. Like this content. It's a struggle. Wait, are you saying just like this content is... this whole thing is a struggle just like this content? Or are you saying... you like this content and it is a story? I'm very confused. Luke says, don't worry, Vandy, I'll load up on Google Play cards and donate £1,000. Just give me 5 years. All right, you got it. I'm going to check back with you in 5 years. Say, hey, what about those Google Play cards? All right, $15 from Russell gets us on our way, or 85 away from meeting the incentive that Ndog has set. Let me go ahead and refresh both of our players here. Sometimes you just gotta refresh the thing. And yeah, there it is. And I'm sure he'll be sitting right there. There he is. Oh, big Nenu. We got a big Nenu. All right, let's make Nenu smaller. All right, there we go. There's Nenu. And I'm going to refresh Elias just to make sure that we're lined up. We'll adjust the stencil a little. Yeah, it's got a little stencil adjust. So that means, of course, he's going to stop playing. As soon as I go to adjust the stencil, players always stop playing. All right, let's give him the pieces, and I'll just do it in flight. No problem. There are the pieces, my players. Do you think the CTWC should have different divisions for roll, tap, and dash? Well, they do have an open championship, and they do have a dash championship. And now that we've done a dash tournament, they'll probably do a dash. I mean, now that we've done a tap tournament, they'll probably do one too. 19977A. So both players are on seed. Both players have signaled ready. That means that they are ready and you are ready and everybody is ready. Green and Teal, the winner goes to the semifinals. Elias versus Nenu. 3-1 Tetris. And I'm just going to adjust one little thing on here. Just give me a moment, my people. Try to get Nenu a little bit more lined up. All right, that'll be good. Okay, on the left side of your screen, it is Elias, seed number 2. Defeated username gold to make it here to the round of 8. Qualled in with a 1.14 million average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qual. Elias from Ecuador, one of like, I don't know, under 10 players to have a 1.3 with DAS. Ranked number 12 in the most recent Premier poll. He's played in Mega Masters, made his debut in that this year, made his debut in the monthly Masters overall open tournament this year as well. Exciting match. You should watch it. Go find it. Elias making his 8th appearance here in the DAS Masters tournament. Got into the top 8 most recently in May of this year. So this equals his best performance in a DAS Masters. He's got a chance to go deeper now, but has got to do it against a pretty tough opponent. 163 for Elias, 164 for Nenu. On the right side of your screen, Nenu, seed 7, defeated Torja in the round of 16 to make it here to the top 8. He's also one of under 10 players, or maybe about 10 players, to have a 1.3 with DAS. He's ranked number 14 in the most recent Premier poll. He qualled in with a 1.09 million. Seed number 7. He's a 2-time Masters event winner. $261 here for Nenu, $283 for Elias. Had a 20-month span between Masters wins, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, September 2019 to like May of 21. And that was a record. I don't know if that's a record you want, but that was a record until Andy broke it last month. 309 for Nenu, 353 for Elias. This is Nenu's 8th appearance in Das Masters. He's been in the finals one time. That was our inaugural month of July 2024. And he's been in the semifinals twice already, most recently back in February. He's won a couple of challenger circuits back in 20 and 22. He's also been in CTWC Gold Bracket twice, finished in the semifinals of that in 2020 and in the top 8 the following year. Those were both the online years, so we've yet to get Nenu out to an in-person CTWC. I'm always hoping. 405 for Nenu, 430 for Elias. So 20,000 point lead for Nenu at 100 lines. Pretty good paces for both. $502 Elias, $520 for Nenu. This stream has not got any category with it, like Tetris or retro, if you weren't aware. Oh, did I read something about Twitch like messing with the category so that the primary Tetris category no longer exists? Did I read something about that? Maybe someone can explain that in the chat. Twitch is just stupid. Like, you know, oh, it's back now, but it was gone for a couple days. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, let me go see if I can add a category. I'm trying to find the one with the most followers, and I don't see it. Oh, there it is. I found it. Thanks, Evesy. 600 entry into 19 for Elias. He gets another Tetris. 624. 635 entry for Nenu. So big paces, 600K, a big transition score into 19. Any play style, but especially Das. Pretty huge. All right, Nenu taking the burns he can take, trying to keep that stack safe. Tetris, Nenu 717, 706 for Elias. So Nenu now in the lead. Stack was starting to get a little high there for Elias, but he gets a long bar over and gets a Tetris. So they're trading the real-time lead sort of back and forth. Nenu, pace-wise, though, bigger pace. Early shift there of the L piece for Nenu. That's going to give him some cleanup work to do. Elias spired some squares in the middle. Gets a long bar down. Got to build around it now. But he is not clean. He's got a gap there with 3 rows of garbage. And now more rows of garbage. Oh, no. The middle of his board is a mess. And now he is high centered. He's got to spire. He's got to bring this down somehow. This is so hard. That left side, I'm not sure what he can get over there. And he quick taps the J piece over. Not out of the woods yet. Long bar to the right. My goodness. I mean, that is like 1 in 100,000 survival right there. You never see people survive that. Now, he's going to bring a long bar down. Still got work to do because that T did not get all the way over it. He cannot quick tap that bar to the left after that T didn't get over, and that is going to be a top out for Elias at 829, and Nenu is good in game number 1. So he almost I mean, he survived and then he kind of didn't survive again. I mean, that was absolutely crazy. So we'll watch Nenu mulling it out. I'm going to try to start a max streak. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. And he gets the max. And he's like, you know what? I'm just trying to start a max streak. So I get the max and I top out. Good job, Nenu. I respect it. 0451E1, 0451E1. I've rolled so many of these seeds that there's 16 million seeds, right? Something like that. But now it's getting to the point where I'm like, I've seen that one before, right? It's really not all that likely. Okay, 0451E1, both players ready. Game number 2, Nenu up 1-0. We got to make a seed matchagami. I mean, somebody just go back to all the VODs and just, document all the seeds and put them into the seed database. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if a seed had repeated. Better yet, you need more seeds. I mean, if we get to 16 million games played in the competitive NES Tetris scene, I don't know. I don't know how to end that sentence, but it would be shocking. How many seeds are there? Like 16 million something. So Elias, high centered and spired right here. This is a tough down stack. Oh, quick tap on the right side of the board. Okay, that's going to be a nice J piece to help bring this down, and another one. Long bar goes in. It's good for a single, but it gets some material in that board. Seeds surely have been reused by now. I don't know. Somebody's going to have to run some sort of Bayesian calculation to figure out the probability that happens, but I am not a mathematician, as you all know. I'm really not in anything. All right, 150 for Nenu, 141 for Elias. You lived in a van for a while. Oh, that's true. I have accomplished that. Thank you, Rocco, for reminding me of all that I have accomplished. Elias working one row off the bottom. He set up for a Tetris, gets it. 165 for him. 198 for Nenu. Guys, we have an open challenge, by the way, from N-Dog. And he said if we get to $1,200, he would kick in another $100. And so far, since he made that challenge, we have gotten $44.69 contributed. So we're just $55.31 away from unlocking another $100 from N-Dog. So if you anything you can do to help us get closer to that, 5, 10, 15, whatever. Russell came in with 15. DJ Mr. Burrow came in with 969. Says now with 100% less mold, crossing my fingers for you, Vambler. Thank you, Mr. Burrow. And Andy Coe came in with $20. So thank you to Russell, Andy, and Mr. Burrow. Just another 55.31 needed. We'll unlock another $100 into the prize pool. $349 for Elias, $382 for Nenu. A split double and a Tetris for Nenu, $408, $373 Elias. Was it a van down by the river? Man, LOZ Cards fan, that is the first time anyone's ever said van down by the river. Wow. I've never heard that. 421 for Elias, 457 for Nenu. Yeah, Skip says, I don't get it. 469 entry into 19. Well, maybe it was 445. 445 entry for Elias. 504 for Nenu. No, I'm just teasing you, LOZ. I hear it all the time. All right, Nenu here with a little bit of an adjust, so he lost dash momentarily. He's got it back, though, and he's fine. 530 for him, 519 for Elias. Elias, oh my goodness. Oh no, this is going to be tough for Elias. And no, that is a top out for Elias at 522. And Nenu is good in game number 2. It goes up 2-0. So someone says, according to ChatGPT, all right, and then I'll say, Mr. Brain says, after 10,000 games, there's a 94.92% chance of repeating a seed. 10,000 games, 94, what? Hold on. So after 10,000 games, there's a 94.92% chance of repeating a seed. And Horser says, according to ChatGPT, after 4,823 games, there's a 50% chance of repeating a seed. Now, ChatGPT, not the best with math, I will say. But I'm sure someone... Gleiser says, yes, it is the birthday problem. I don't know if it's a problem. It's a birthday. I don't know why I think it's a birthday problem. It's a birthday fact, right? You get enough people in the room, or I don't know. It only takes like how many people in the room before there's a repeated birthday, or two people with the same birthday. A4972. Both players ready. Game number 3. Let's get them started. Remember, the winner of this whole match goes to the semifinals. And Elias needs to win this one to stay in. It's the birthday paradox. I mean, I don't know why it's a paradox. I mean, that's not a, oh my God, two totally irreconcilable facts. I can't, it's just a math problem. It's an interesting math fact. Like, I don't know why it's a paradox or a problem. What would we estimate is the number of games played on CTM with a seed? Oh my goodness. Well, don't make me estimate that right now. But if somebody wants to estimate it. Yeah, when did we? I don't even remember what month we went to St. Pete sets. Yeah, I mean, it's what's called an apparent paradox, says Mr. Brain, which just means that it's more surprising than impossible. Yeah, there's like no such thing as an actual paradox, right? I would contend that all paradoxes are apparent paradoxes or errors. $181 for Elias, $169 for Nenu. It's like Zeno's paradox, like you can never cross a room. Well, yeah, but people do cross a room. There's no paradox. 216 for Nenu. 228 for Elias. Now, Mr. Brain, I would contend there are no paradoxes. I'll write a paper on it at some point. How about that? Totally disagree with that, Mr. Brain. Any of these Bertrand Russell nonsense things is not a paradox. $234 for Elias, $244 for Nenu. And oh my goodness, Elias with this survival. Can he do anything? And no, that is going to be a level 18 top out for Elias. And Nenu is going to take this 3 games to none. So kind of a quick and alarming exit from Elias against Nenu. Not sure if he ran out of gas or what, but that was kind of an alarming exit. Mr. Brain, the mathematical study of apparent paradoxes doesn't tell you. Mathematics cannot answer the question of whether paradoxes exist. That's a philosophical issue. So Nenu, you are good. And you will be moving on, and I will show you in the winner scene if you give me 1 second, and so we can get a beautiful. What are you out of the green bracket? Oh my God! And it said, "Oh, hold on! Don't just keep playing." Zephania Nenu. I did not expect this to take only that amount of time. So there is Nenu, a winner. A bracket winner in Das Masters. Congratulations, Nenu. There you are. Look at that. Look at that winner right there. My word. All right, we'll watch him play it out. Why not? I'm now a paradox expert. I mean, all you have to do is think. So can we start the next stream earlier, or is that not how it works? Yeah, players have a schedule, right? They're not just sitting there waiting in line. They agreed to a scheduled time, and then we stick to the scheduled time. Like All right, we'll see what Nenu could do here. That's right. Bertrand Russell was an idiot. Yeah, that's it. Idiots. Morons. All right, so we're just going to watch Nenu play this out. In fact, let's take let's do it over here. Yeah, Elias had some, great play against Gold, and I'm not exactly. Das is very tricky. It's like I really feel like best of fives are like not enough, but best of sevens are too much. I think it's really tough. We got to do best of six, I guess. Yeah, and a lot of it depends on the day. But that's why we do it monthly, right? That's why we do it monthly. I mean, Bendy went out round one, and so it's not like every great player never loses, right? I mean, that's just not realistic, but Bendy is a fantastic player and just kind of had a rough day. You wouldn't mind the semifinal and final rounds of being best of seven, but that's just you. Yeah, but you're watching. If you're a player, do you want to play 14 games in a row potentially? I don't know, man. Yeah, unfortunately, N-Dog, $50 is what we need to get. All right, there you go, GG's Nenu. $50 is what we need to get to 55-31. Unfortunately, it's not something that we could do. So, unfortunately, N-Dog's pledge will go unfulfilled. So disappointing. But N-Dog, I implore you, do not just give in and give it anyway just to be a nice guy, all right? People need to learn that if they want to reach these, if you want to unlock these things, they've got to do it. So I appreciate the pledge. It is disappointing that we weren't able to unlock it, but maybe next time, if you are ever so kind to do it again, maybe we'll unlock it again. So, but I think it's important. Consequences, right? If we can't raise the money, then we shouldn't get it. So thank you, N-Dog. Really appreciate that. And you've already contributed so much to our tournaments this month prize pool. So I really, really appreciate that. Okay, that is going to do it. Let me go ahead and report the match to the centralized Tetris reporting authority, lest I be fined. 3-0 Nenu. Yeah, kind of a shocker. I thought that was going to go a little bit differently than it did. Not in terms of the result necessarily, but just in terms of, the length of the games and the length of the match. That's all. I don't know how the DAS matches go. It seems random to me at times. So I just thought it was going to be a little bit deeper of a match, but that is the way the DAS cookie crumbles once in a while. All right, let's go ahead and show you the round of 8 situation. We now have a full round of 8, and we have our first semi-finalist. It is Nenu. And later today, basically in an hour and 13 minutes, we're going to play AV Geek versus Peak. The winner of that, of course, goes to the semis. Then I don't know if it's going to be right after that, but I guess it depends on the match. There'll be the Dog versus Andy one. They've got capture cards now, separate capture cards for once. Crazy. And they will be playing at 4:30. That's 2 hours, 13 minutes. So, and then later tonight, it will be the Tap Masters final with Joseph, Dog, Alex, and Coster for a Tap Masters title. Is Das League seasonally? I don't know what that means. All right, well, I will see you guys in an hour and 12 minutes. Thanks to everybody who supported the channel during the thing. Hold on one moment. Oh, I missed some bits. Russell, I missed those bits from you. I'm so sorry about that. Says, yeah, players struggling at DAS. Very entertaining. 1,000 bits. Thank you, Russell. Appreciate that. Raid from Hana. 5 Marts with 100 bits. Raid from Kingsman. So thank you for supporting the channel. Sorry, I missed those earlier. Sometimes I'm I'm busy doing the thing, and sometimes I miss the other thing. So my apologies, guys. Remember, patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Make an ongoing pledge of support. Thank you, Scott Gray, J in the window, K9 Tacky, Corporal Shelby, Troy, and Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cacket, Mila, Jason. Appreciate your support, as well as everybody else on this slide and some other people who I just got to find the time to get them on there. And then, prizes up to 1144.69. So if you want to contribute to the prize pool, use the Match Reno command, or after the fact, go to go.ctm.gg/DAS-prize. Thank you to those of you who contributed during the stream, Mr. Burrow, Andy Co, and Russell. Appreciate you all. All right, we'll see you guys in an hour and 11 minutes. YouTube, take care. Have a great day, Mr. Brain. And everybody else. Hey, Hackers and Mark and all the fans. Okay. All the stars are here. All right, Twitch. What's going on Tetris today on the Twitch? What is happening? I don't even know what is happening. Tetris. That's it. This is the only Tetris going on. Except, oh no, CTL is also does not have a. CTL does also not have a category. So let's help CTL get some viewers because they don't know that they have no category going right now. All right, see you guys all in a bit. Take care. Bye-bye.